Welcome to the channel, guys. My name is Franco, and in today's video I'll be taking delivery of a brand new Honda HSS1332ATD snowblower. Now, approximately 4 months ago, I sold off my previous generation Honda HS1332 in a private sale, knowing that I wanted to get the newest model that I'm getting today. Now, the biggest thing with the Honda that I had before was it had no steering. It didn't have your typical differential steering via paddles or triggers. Now, you had to steer it either with your arms or your hip. I would usually use my hip to push on the hand grip to steer it. That was the only issue with that machine. The machine was powerful, commercial grade. It took care of all the snow, whether it was heavy wet snow or light fluffy snow. It would throw it about 60 feet, and it was just an impeccable machine. It would just power through snowbanks. It didn't matter. It would actually tunnel its way through an embankment that was taller than itself. Today, Honda has answered everybody's questions in the United States, and basically have given us the ultimate snowblower that you can buy. Now, the ATD model, the 1332 ATD model, comes fully loaded. It has every single option you could want in a snowblower. It has the remote electric joystick control for the chute. It has this new auger protection system where it can sense torque from something getting stuck in the auger housing, and it will shut the machine down. Basically, it's going to prevent the machine from breaking shear bolts. This is a great feature that's been added to the ATD model, as well as electric start. So basically, you have an automotive style electric start. You have a key that you put into the ignition, and you turn it to start the machine. It has the option of pull start or the electric start, which is great. This is something it's going to be very easy to use. You know, it could be easy to use for anybody for the most part. And now with the steering via triggers on the hand grips, it's going to it blows everything away. Typically, a snowblower only has a neutral or float position in operation. While the Honda, you can adjust this thing infinitely up or down. So basically, you can lock it in a downward angle pitch to allow it to scrape the ground. So say if you had some ice or embedded a path from tire tracks that really compact the snow really hard. Well, the Honda actually, from my experience as well, I've done this, you set it to its negative angle and you can actually scrape the ground. And this is going to be done all by a lever on the near the grip. And as well as going in a negative angle, you can go in the positive angle, which is usually the transport mode. You would want to, when you want to transport it, you want to lift the auger housing up and transport it. This is also good for going upstairs and going on top of snow, as well as going up your lawn to make your way onto a landing, which is what I do. I go up my lawn, sometimes not clearing a path, so I set the auger housing up, go up on the lawn, and then take care of the landing. Instead of shoveling it, I can just hit it all with the snowblower, just to make my life a little bit easier. So with the track model that I'll be getting, it has the ability to do that. It has the ability to have all these different pitch angles of the auger housing. It makes it so much more versatile than just a wheeled machine. I haven't been this excited ever since I took delivery of my ZR1 Corvette or my F-250 truck. This is just, you know, normally people don't get excited about taking delivery of a snowblower, but this snowblower is so epic that it deserves its own dedicated video. What makes the Honda snowblower great? Well, it's a Honda. It's built commercial grade. They spare no expense. There's no compromise. It's well engineered, well designed, easy to use, especially now with the newest models. And it is a powerhouse machine, okay? If you want the ultimate snowblower, you look nowhere else. You get a Honda. They run quieter than anything else I've used. and they're just powerful. They're very efficient when it comes to fuel, and Honda engines are used all over the place in the construction industry for primarily their small engines, and reliability-wise, they're the best. The machine that I'll be getting today has a 3-year residential and commercial warranty. Once the winter season hits, I'll be making videos of the Honda in action. So if you want to see that, I would stay tuned. Alright, so I'm almost at the dealership now. And once I get the machine and take delivery and put it on the truck, I'll let you know my first impressions. Alright, so I'm backing up onto the lift to pick up the snowblower now. All right, here we go. Alright guys, the Honda is finally on the truck. Alright guys, so I'm on the way home. I got the snowblower in the back of the truck, and my initial first impression is the machine is just commercial grade. Everything about it, the feel, the finish on it, everything is commercial grade. It is built to do some serious work. Honda pulled out all the stops this year and did both the ultimate snowblower. Once I get it off the truck, I'll show you guys around the machine really quickly and give you guys a first glance. Alright guys, so we're back at the house, and now it's time to take the snowblower off the truck. Alright guys, so I got the snowblower off the truck, and now I'm just going to give you a quick walk around the unit, and then I am going to explain some of the new features. Alright guys, so I'm going to go over the machine really quickly and show you all the new features. And this is a 1332 ATD model. So that has electric start right here. It has an automotive style electric start. So all you do is turn the key to the start position, just like you would your car, to activate the starter. So what's new on the most current generation of Honda snowblower is these new steering controls here. As you can see here, you can steer the machine via these triggers. This will disengage the drive on either side to help you steer the machine with ease. This works out great so far, and it's a much better improvement on the previous generation, which you had to steer by hand or by using your hip up against the inside of the grips. That's what I had to do. So the ATD model is going to come with an hour meter, and so the LED light here shows you when the auger protection is activated. So that means if the auger encounters a branch or something hard where it wants to stop the machine, normally your shear bolt would shear, and then you would not have the ability to chew up snow. So this has a torque limiting sensor built into the differential out front on the auger, and if the machine ever were to encounter some severe torque when it comes to hitting a branch or a rock or whatever, this will activate the light here and it will notify you that the protection is on, and the machine will shut down on you. Another new thing on the most current generation is this joystick. This is to activate the chute on the machine. Now the Canadian models always had this. So you have your throttle, you have your speed, your chute, switch where we went over. This is your choke down here, and this lever here is for the height adjust. So this controls the angle of the housing in the front. As you can see that, this will drop it. You can adjust this any which way you want. You can stop any way in between. You have it all the way up for transport mode. And then this goes also in a negative rake, so you can actually dig down into the snowpack if you had that situation. It would scrape snow and scrape ice if you had this all the way in its negative position. So you can pick up on the handles, activate the switch, and bite into the ground. As you can see there, it's biting in. The front wheel has picked up. I don't know if you can see that. The track has about a ½ inch of gap underneath the front of it, and the rear is making contact. So with this system, you have a gas strut here that helps you activate the mechanism. That takes the weight off the whole machine, so it doesn't feel like you're lifting or raising the whole machine by yourself. So this is the onboard battery for the electric starter for the ATD model. Your other units are not going to have this. And something that Honda did, which was really nice, is they gave you a battery tender lead on this already from the factory. This is excellent because I already have 2 battery tenders that I use. So this will be a perfect integration into the system I already have. This is something I did not know that was going to come standard. I'll tuck that in. So as you make your way around, you have the fuel valve here underneath the air filter housing. So the current generation will have black drive wheels instead of white drive wheels, which the previous generation had, which is kind of nice because now it looks less messy. So this is something new here. This is a plastic guard that actually is bolted onto the muffler housing itself. It must be just to add extra protection. I might take this off if it becomes a problem. I never had an issue with my previous generation snowblower, which just had this metal here exposed. I guess it's just some extra insurance. So on the ATD model, you're going to have a double hinging chute, as you can see there. This helps you really articulate and get proper placement of the snow. This is the air filter housing. You got your manual pull start right here, just in case the battery dies on this and you need to start it up. So you have a nice cap here, great for gloves. Positive engagement if you had big oversized gloves on. You have a fuel gauge. The newest generation Hondas have an LED light, which is great. And as well as the LED light, they redid the housing just like the Canadian models. This is something that's really nice because it helps not build up the snow on top of the housing, and it sheds the snow off. And one thing I did on my own Honda Snowblower, the previous generation, is I took this off and I unbolted these, because what happens is this thing acts as a shelf to hold snow and ice. I found that if I took everything off of here, that the snow would just work its way with the engine running. The vibration would knock all the snow off. It looks like there's like a nice channel here for the snow just to work its way out. So with this removed, I had good luck with it. I might relocate this to near the handlebar, somewhere maybe like something like this. Okay, I might even like attach it up here. So that looks good, or even somewhere like that. Here's your starter. You got your main wiring harness. This is where you check your oil. So it comes with these nice skid shoes here. These are actually pretty nice. They're reversible. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate starting the machine. So this is a light you will see when you have the auger protection on. It will shut the machine off if you were to encounter some kind of obstruction with the auger itself. So to start this up, basically I'm going to go from burn off right now. On just turns all the electronics on, and then start with the choke on. I'm going to activate the height control lever. I'm going to bring it up. You have your drive and then your auger clutch. This is the remote for the chute. So one thing I want to show you guys is what's special about Honda is that it has a serrated auger. I don't know if you can see that, but there's teeth, just like a saw blade. Now this will chew up hardened snow and ice without any issue. This is part of the sensor for the auger protection, and within here is the wiring. This is your main diff for the auger. You have a 3-finned impeller on this unit. So the impeller diameter looks larger on this model compared to my previous generation of Honda. I would say it's about 1 inch or 2 wider in diameter on the inside. Here is your scraper bar, nice heavy duty thick scraper bar. I may have to adjust this, but time will tell. These holes here are for a drift breaker kit. Honda conveniently places the spark plug within reach. They have this nice little stem here to pull on to remove the spark plug boot, so you can access the spark plug. Alright, so one thing I noticed is it doesn't have the hydrostatic reservoir anywhere. I can't seem to find it. On the old machine, on my previous generation, it would be right here. This is where the cap would be and where you would check the hydrostatic fluid. I'll have to check in the manual to see where it is. So while I'm here, I'll show you guys underneath the battery cover. You have yourself a sealed battery. Looks like a voltage regulator, a relay for the starter, all your connections here. Alright, I think that covers mostly everything. So that's the overview of the Honda HSS1332ATD snowblower. Well, I hope you guys found this video interesting. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you liked the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up down below. And until next time, guys, take care.